There is, as you know, a long history to the warfare between Donald Trump and Megyn Kelly. It goes back to that first Republican presidential debate in Cleveland when she quoted the various derogatory things that Trump had said about women. Trump pushed back. After that, he got very personal in attacking Megyn Kelly on Twitter. It would ebb and flow and come back. As she said to me in our interview for Media Buzz, she mostly felt like she could not engage. I know some people feel she hasn't been fair to Trump, but apparently they have now reached a kind of a truce, which led to the primetime broadcast special on the Fox Broadcast Network. And so, I asked Megyn the very direct question. As you have thought about this since August of 2015, could you or should you have worded that question differently? She said no, she wouldn't change a word. Many of you may disagree with that. Got an email from P.Y. Chang in California that Megyn was very tough to Trump or other candidates in the first presidential debate was wrong because the first debate is supposed to be a showcase, at least at the beginning of the candidates. Not to mention Fox is supposed to be the Republican-friendly channel. Well, PY, here is why you're wrong on both counts. When Fox News was founded, the idea was that it would be, in that phrase, fair and balanced. Some people believe in that, some people don't agree with that. But the idea is that it would be a platform for conservative voices as well as liberal and middle-of-the-road voices in a way that other more left-leaning mainstream news outlets were not. It's not supposed to be friendly to the Republican Party. You might see it that way. Other people might see it that way. But here's the evidence for me, leaving aside the commentary side, leaving aside the opinion side of the network. The news division doesn't try to favor any party. I'm talking about people like Bret Baier and Chris Wallace and many of the fine reporters at Fox. And if you look back to the last set of Republican presidential debates, forget about this cycle, 2011 and 2012, I covered one of them. I was not working for Fox at the time. And I was very impressed at how it was the same team, Chris, Megyn, Bret, how aggressively they went after those Republican candidates with carefully honed questions designed to bring out any contradictions in what they'd said, to put them on the defensive, to get them to have to hit Major League pitching. We see the same thing, not just with Trump, but people forget the kind of tough questions that were asked to Ted Cruz, to Marco Rubio, to Jeb Bush, and the other Republican candidates. So on the other point, that debates, at least at the beginning, are supposed to showcase the candidates, no. If you're running for president, you have to get on that debate stage the very first time and hit the tough pitching. It's not there to showcase you. You want to showcase yourself. You can buy ads. You can give speeches. You can take out op-eds. You can go on YouTube. You can go on Snapchat. You can go on Facebook. You can do all those things. When you're facing a panel of journalists, and this is true whether you're on CNN or MSNBC or ABC, CBS, CNN, what I'm leaving out, NBC, and Fox News, you're there to answer hard questions about policy and other matters, like would you pledge to support the Republican nominee, so that the people watching at home can judge you as a potential president. That's what the debates are about, and I'm not the only one. There's a broad consensus that when it comes to those kinds of aggressive questions, that Fox News has done a pretty good job.